managed to remain high on the A-list for well over a decade. But his time at the top hasn't been completely free of controversy. Here are some of the shadier moments in Levine's life so far. The serial modelizer. Levine has developed something of a reputation for being attracted to a very specific type of woman, supermodels. Before he married Behati Prinsloo, there was Nina Agdal and Anne V, and those are just the ones we know about. And he has no shame in his runway-loving game. He explained to GQ, men are not as sophisticated as women, they're not as mature as women, they're not as connected with their emotions as women. There's a very Neanderthal quality that still exists in a lot of men. There was a time in my life when I lived probably a bit more on the primal level, and it was amazing. Feuding with co-coaches. Adam Levine is known for taking potshots at Blake Shelton on The Voice, but that's probably just for show.
Blake's sad because he didn't get someone.
When it comes to everything else, though, his moments of on-screen sass seem to be a little too real. In 2012, for example, Levine started a beef with Christina Aguilera, throwing contestant Tony Lucca in the middle of things. Lucca knew Aguilera from their Mickey Mouse Club days, so during his time on Team Adam, he was used to egg Aguilera on. The feud culminated with Lucca's performance of Jay-Z's 99 Problems, which Aguilera deemed offensive.
Your beautiful wife and your daughter and family are here tonight, and I just thought, the lyrical connotation was a little derogatory towards women.
When Adam then tried to deflect and say that the intention of the song was not to put women down, this led to an even bigger barb session between them.
We're not referring to women, we're referring to everything.
You're having girl problems.
Yeah,
so
well, it's called a metaphor.
According to insiders, Levine picked the song for his contestant specifically because he knew it'd get under Aguilera's skin. One source told Radar Online, Adam and Tony wanted to call Christina out as a but make it clear she's not a problem for Tony. It was completely aimed at her. And Levine's beef with Aguilera didn't end when cameras stopped rolling. One source claimed that he used the C word against her behind the scenes, and as a result, she wanted him to be fired. Levine insisted to Rolling Stone, "We just bicker like brother and sister, and part of it is fabricated by the television gods, but she's great. I respect the shit out of her." But it got to a point where the poor publicity warranted other coaches condemning the chaos. CeeLo Green spoke out to say, "It's getting a little bit inconvenient for everyone. Adam hasn't come to me and spoken to me about his issues, and neither has Christina. But whatever it is, I'm hoping that we can get over it." Fortunately for Voice fans, the two eventually squashed it.
Sorry, Bob.
But Christina Aguilera wasn't the only Voice alum to catch his ire. He also reportedly took issue with current co-coach Miley Cyrus. A source claimed Adam really cannot stand Miley because he thinks that she's the most obnoxious person ever. Playing couch critic. Levine's feuds with female artists aren't limited to the ladies he works with on The Voice. The singer also seems to have a long-term bone to pick with Lady Gaga. In 2011, he tweeted, "Lady Gaga took Vogue and Express Yourself and put them in a blender. The result? Born This Way." Gaga never acknowledged this diss. 2 years later, he took some more unprompted shots at Mother Monster via subtweets when she dropped her applause video from Art Pop, which referenced several major works of art throughout history. He wrote, recycling old art for a younger generation doesn't make you an artist, it makes you an art teacher. I unabashedly love writing and performing pop music for both myself and everyone around me. That's it. It doesn't need any extra sauce." Gaga responded in kind, writing, "Uh-oh guys, the art police is here." But Levine didn't back down and tweeted, "By the way, I'm not an artist. I sing in a band and I make music with my friends. Methinks thou dost protest too much." Yikes. While we're at it, we should call the grammar police. The perfume stink. Speaking of doth protest too much, Levine contradicted himself in a big way in 2012. In 2011, he tweeted, "I also would like to put an official ban on celebrity fragrances, punishable by death from this point forward." The comment may or may not have been directed at Voice frenemy Aguilera, who has several perfumes of her own, but she made sure to remind Levine of the comment a year later when he released a scent of his own. She tweeted, "Haha, Adam Levine, what a difference a year makes. Welcome to the celebrity fragrance family." Even when he walked back on his original comments, however, he made sure to include a subtle jab at Christina's fragrances, telling people, "I know there's a stigma attached to it, a stigma that I fully understand because I too hate the idea of a celebrity fragrance, absolutely 100%. I kind of thought to myself, well, I'm interested in fashion and there's a lot of things about it that could be really cool if done properly. So I wanted to do a thing that's never been done properly." Ouch. Calling himself out. If nothing else, at least Levine is somewhat self-aware. He told GQ he is well aware of how he can come off to others, saying, "Would it be really easy to assume that I was a Definitely, 100%, but that doesn't mean that I am. Or maybe I am. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel. I'm not the easiest person to love right off the bat, you know. If I knew everyone in the world, they would love me. Every single last one of them. If you say so, Adam. Thanks for